Never mix pink salt with these three foods. You're probably doing it right now thinking it's healthy. But it could be the reason you're not losing weight. Or worse, gaining more. These food combos might be silently working against your metabolism, your digestion, and even your hormones. And in today's video, I'll show you exactly what to avoid and what to do instead to finally make pink salt work for you, not against you. Pink Himalayan salt has exploded in popularity over the last few years. It's often labeled as the miracle mineral or natural detox tool, especially when it comes to weight loss. But here's the truth nobody's telling you. It only works if you use it the right way. And most people, they're using it completely wrong, especially when mixing it with certain common foods. Today, I'll expose the 3 biggest food mistakes people make with pink salt and how these little habits could be blocking your body from burning fat efficiently. Let's get real for a second. You're trying to be healthy. You're adding pink salt to your water, sprinkling it on veggies, maybe even doing one of those bedtime detox saltwater drinks you saw on YouTube. But the scale, still not moving. Your belly, still bloated. Your energy, still crashing after meals. And it's frustrating, right? Because pink salt is supposed to help with all of that. But here's the real issue. Pink salt is not magic. In fact, if you mix it with the wrong foods, you might be spiking insulin, holding on to water weight, and blocking key minerals your body needs to burn fat and feel good. So today, we're going to break that down. What not to mix it with, why it matters, and what to do instead. If you've been using pink salt for weight loss but still feel bloated and stuck, hit that subscribe button. This is where we break the myths and give you what actually works. This is about working with your body, not fighting against it. 1. Never mix pink salt with dairy-based smoothies, pink salt and dairy. The gut disruptor combo. Let's talk about something you've probably seen on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. I worked with a client who started every morning with a protein shake, thinking it was helping her lose weight. Once we removed the pink salt plus yogurt combo, her bloating dropped in 3 days. People blending pink salt into their morning protein shake or Greek yogurt smoothie. On paper, it sounds healthy. You've got protein, maybe some fruit, some salt for electrolytes. But here's what's really happening. Dairy contains a protein called casein that is notoriously difficult to digest for many people. Pink salt, especially in the morning, is meant to stimulate digestive enzymes and support a smooth gut environment. But when you combine pink salt with heavy dairy, especially cold dairy, you're basically putting your digestion in a chokehold. Instead of helping digestion, it slows things down, causing bloating, constipation, gas, sluggish metabolism. And remember, a slow digestive system means slower fat loss. Try this instead. Mix pink salt into warm lemon water or a herbal ginger tea before your smoothie. Then wait 20 minutes before having dairy, if you tolerate it. You'll still get the electrolyte benefits without the gut chaos. 2. Avoid combining pink salt with refined carbs or bread. Pink salt and processed carbs. The blood sugar sabotage. Here's where most people unknowingly trap themselves. They eat toast or pancakes in the morning and sprinkle a little pink salt thinking they're balancing sodium. But what happens when you combine refined carbs with pink salt? You spike insulin levels fast because pink salt enhances absorption. That means you're absorbing glucose faster, storing fat quicker, and triggering fat-storing hormones right from breakfast. Pink salt actually helps nutrient absorption, which is great if you're eating nutrient-dense food. But with white bread, you're helping your body absorb junk faster, not nutrients. Let that sink in. So instead of aiding in weight loss, you're turning pink salt into an accelerator for fat storage when it's paired with processed carbs. The fix? If you're going to use pink salt in a recipe, pair it with fiber-rich whole foods like oats, quinoa, sweet potatoes, leafy greens. These balance blood sugar, support digestion, and actually help your body use the salt effectively. 3. Don't mix pink salt with sugar or sweet snacks. Pink salt and sugar. The hidden inflammation trap. This one might surprise you. A lot of people are into the whole sweet and salty trend, salted dark chocolate, sea salt energy bites, even pink salt over caramel popcorn. And while it tastes great, it sends your inflammatory markers through the roof. When you combine sugar with salt, especially refined sugar, you're creating a pro-inflammatory combo that leads to water retention, puffiness, slowed fat metabolism, cravings, and binge cycles. Worse, this combo confuses your hunger hormones. Your brain doesn't know whether to store or burn calories, so it plays it safe and stores fat. A 2019 study even showed that mixing high sugar and high sodium foods alters dopamine levels, making you crave more food within the hour, even if you're not actually hungry. A better option? If you want something sweet with pink salt, go for natural sweeteners like dates, figs, or a banana. And don't pair them together often. Use pink salt separately to season whole foods or make a detox drink. Why pink salt alone doesn't guarantee. Fat loss? Why pink salt recipes need the right context. Here's the thing. Pink salt is powerful. It contains over 80 trace minerals, helps balance pH, improves hydration, and can support adrenal health when used correctly. But it's not a silver bullet. Too many wellness influencers push the idea that just drink pink salt water before bed and watch the weight melt away. Let's be honest, weight loss doesn't work like that. If your diet is still filled with inflammatory foods, refined sugars, and bad food pairings, the pink salt won't do much. Think of it like this. Pink salt is a spark. What you eat around it is the fuel. Choose the wrong fuel and the spark turns into smoke. Holistic wellness. So if you want that spark to ignite fat burning, energy, and real healing, you have to pair it with the right foods and lifestyle habits. Here's the right way to use pink salt for weight loss. You've been doing everything right, or so you thought. But now that you know what's blocking the results, here's how to turn pink salt into your most powerful fat-burning ally. Use it in warm water first thing in the morning. 1/4 teaspoon in 8 ounces water with a squeeze of lemon. Add it to home-cooked meals like soups, broths, or stir-fried greens. Use it to replace table salt, not in addition to it. Combine it with foods that stabilize blood sugar, not spike it. Support it with movement, hydration, and sleep. And if you want a bedtime pink salt recipe that works without causing bloating or sugar crashes, try this. Bedtime pink salt. Mix 1/4 teaspoon pink salt, 1/4 teaspoon raw honey. Optional. Warm water. Drink 30 minutes before bed to support adrenal recovery and reduce nighttime cortisol, without interfering with fat loss. Let's recap what we covered. Don't mix pink salt with dairy smoothies. It slows digestion. Avoid combining it with refined carbs. It spikes insulin. Keep it far from sugary snacks. It causes inflammation and cravings. Use it smart, with whole, real foods that nourish your body. Start your morning right, with a pinch in warm lemon water. End your night calm with a simple pink salt and honey bedtime mix. When used right, pink salt can support weight loss, digestion, hydration, and energy. But when mixed with the wrong foods, it can backfire and you'll end up blaming the salt when the real issue is the combo. If you found this helpful, make sure you hit the like button so more people can avoid these hidden pink salt mistakes. And don't forget to subscribe to Holistic Wellness for more real, practical health tips that actually work. Drop a comment below. Which of these 3 mistakes were you making? And which recipe are you trying next? Because when you take care of your body the right way, weight loss isn't forced. It happens naturally.